Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning everyone, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank Ezri for giving us this opportunity to share something that we did in Majlis Perbandaran Kulim. This is a very short presentation. Please don't compare us with the Johor Bahru, Iskandar Putri. They are a big brother, We are just a small entity in southern of Kedah, and we just did what we are able to do. Okay, please enjoy some video that we are going to share today. So, just a brief introduction who we are. Probably most of you know that where Kulim is located. We are located in the southern part of Negeri Kedah, and just neighbor to Majlis Seberang Prai in Penang. And Majlis Perbandaran Kulim was established in 1978, and our area or administration is about 76,000 hectare, probably 1% or 2% from the Sarawak area. 76,000 hectares, probably just one district of Sarawak. Yeah, we have to admit that. With the population of 380,000 people. So why digital transformation matters for us? First, we have to adopt to the emerging technologies, as we know that right now and onwards, there are many new technologies, disruptive technologies. All these things will affect our delivery system and also affect our way of life. So we have no choice. Either we adopt ourselves to these emerging technologies or we will left behind. So this is the choice that we have. So understanding this development, so we have to adopt to the emerging technologies, which is as a small municipalities, this is very tough for us because it's when you are talking about investment in the technologies, we are talking about the CapEx. Just as we are small municipal council, we don't have so much money, so we have to be very selective in determining what kind of technology that we have to invest in. Second one, we have to adapt to the new competition. Right now, besides service delivery provided by the government, the private sector also provide at the certain level. They are also provide services almost the same with the services provided by the government. For example, EG. Before this, you have to go to JPJ to pay your what we call the road tax, all those things. But now, EG will do it for you, provided that you are willing to pay to them. So these are the services provided by the private entities, the private agencies. So we have to accept the fact that there are a lot of service providers out there which put us in the very high competition. So we must be able to understand that's why we invent in this kind of technologies. And the third one is to accommodate to the needs of the customers. You know, youngsters, they have different way of thinking. Now they don't want to go to your office. Probably Dr. Abdullah said that before this, there are a lot of people want to go to the counter to see the beautiful lady there. But they can find more beautiful lady outside the counter right now. They don't have to go to your office just to see the beautiful lady. There are a lot of beautiful lady out there just on your handphone, then you get all the beautiful lady there. So they don't need to go to your office. That's why we have to accommodate to the needs of the customers. If they are now 80 years old, for the next 10 years, they are already 28 years old, then they are our customers. They will be our customers. Though their line of thinking is changing rapidly, so we have to understand. That's why sometimes there are disputes between our generation, my generation, not your generation, my generation with the young generation. They say, Abah, don't tell this, no, this is your generation. This is not mine. I have no different line of thinking. So we have to understand that because my generation is on the sunset generation, but there are a few generations, the sunrise generation. They have different way of thinking. They need the different kind of services, different kind of interface. All those things has to be taken into consideration. So this is our digital transformation framework. So we have two components. First, the governance part, and the second one is the operation part. Yeah, we are small municipal council. We are still what we call mewarisi old line of thinking, old style of doing things. Yeah, sometimes we have to adapt to the the current situation, but we have to be able to make our people understand that we are now in the changing world. We have to change, otherwise we will be changed. So that is the understanding that we have to make our people embrace and understand this is the real challenges that we have to face right now. That's why in terms of governance, there are a lot of things to do with the to upskill our employees, to develop new leadership on data management, on norms and culture. And on the other side is we have also to understand and customize what customers need. So these are the things, and also we have to restructure our business model, and we have to adapt to understand. We have to be able to understand what are the new technologies. That's why when Esri come in and offer this kind of system, we are thinking that this is the best so far. We have to develop this collaboration and understanding. Then we have to really, learn from other agencies as well. Then we have to be able to understand what are the new technologies, how can we adapt or adopt to the new technologies, and how can this technology help us to provide our delivery system to the people. And of course, the work process also has to be restructured, because there is no point we have a good technology, good people, but we are still doing the same old working process. So it's not going to help you to move forward. Okay, why GIS? I think Esri know better than me, but I just want to share our understanding. Okay? Why GIS? Because GIS provide the tools to manage and use information. Before this, we use the word information, but now we use the data. The word data. Information and data is a different word. Concerning land or location related phenomena. Of course, in our services as a city council, we almost every day dealing with land and location. Land and location is our what we call this is our main activities. So when a developer come and submit for development, so they are talking about land, they are talking about location. So that's why if we have this kind of system, so we can use it as tools to manage and use information concerning land and location. To help local government, I'm talking about local government activities. I'm not talking about other agencies. I'm talking about the local government agencies to make a quality decision making using data analytics. Why I use it? I use the quality decision making. I don't use good decision making or accurate decision making, because I believe that we are talking about quality. We are talking about the needs of the customers and the needs of our internal mechanism. We have to be able to merge this kind of needs. Although we are focused on the needs of the customers, but we also have to understand that there are constraints within our organization that we have to address these needs also. For example, yes, we need to serve the people, to serve the public efficiently, but we do not have, efficient tools, efficient machineries, or efficient, system in our organization. It doesn't go that way, So we have to be able to understand and bridge the need of these two components. That's why I use the word quality decision making using data analytics. We unable to make a good decision or quality decision without consolidating the data, because data now is what we call data is a goal right now. Who control the data? Who control the world? So this is what we believe. That's why we need this kind of system to help us to make a quality decision making using data analytics. And the third one is to establish a good networking between stakeholders in local governance. You know, there are a lot of entity, you know, what we call secured their data separately. We have many organizations, we have many agencies which have their own data, which is not easy to share all this data. It's not easy to access to the data. So sometimes we feel that we just working in our own world. So that's why we hope that with this system, we'll establish a good networking between stakeholders, especially in local governance. Because at the local level, there are a lot of actors, we call it actors. There are penduduk, there are peniaga, there are, you know, business community, there are foreign investor, direct, local, domestic investor. There are a lot of components, there are a lot of actors, you know, interacting at the local level. I'm talking about the local level. So different agencies have their own data. So we must be able to integrate or consolidate all the data to help us to move forward as a team. I think that is the model that we have to look into it seriously, because it's almost impossible for us right now to move alone. Like Dr. Abdullah said, if you want to go further, you have to go with team. If you want to go faster, you go alone. But now I think this is the time that we have to go together. Okay, so this is our Kulim also entrusted, you know, by Plan Malaysia and KPKT as a smart city. But sometimes I'm not happy to mention about this, because there are a lot of things to do. We are not a smart city right now, we are a smart city. There are a lot of things to do, you know. When you are talking about smart city, we are talking about the technologies, all the efficient, you know, everything must be accurate, you know. This is put us a very high pressure. That's why I now got the high blood pressure when working in Kulim. Before I was very healthy, you know, but when I go to Kulim, wow, I got not so healthy. Okay, but fortunately, I would say that we have our, what we call the enablers. We have Kulim Integrated Database System, we call it KIDS. Actually, this project was funded by Kementerian Perumahan dan Kerajaan Tempatan in 2020, about 500,000. It's a good amount. If I say 498,000 is quite small, but if I say it's 500,000, so it's quite big. Okay, so we use this system intensively. Thanks for Esri for help us. We got license from Esri. That is not the what we call the pirate one. We have license. We pay Esri quite some, you know, smart amount for smart city. So we use all this system as you know, for the various activities. For instance, untuk semakkan zoning for pembangunan, when the PSP submit the plan for the planning approval, so we use this system to analyze the location, the land, and all those things. And we use it also for the smart farming. Kulim, I would like to highlight that. Time is already 20 minutes. Okay, I will go faster. So, data aduan, komplain kelulusan KM, pelancongan, and also percukai taksiran. And right now we have Kulim Industrial Corridor. I would like to also highlight that Kulim is entrusted by the Kedah State as a hub for high technology industry. So we developed our new industrial corridor, consists of 17,000 acres, and Alhamdulillah, fortunately, as for now, as shows in the video, between 2026 up to 2020, we managed to get investment in this particular area, about 52 billion ringgit Malaysia. And it's keep increasing. Last week, the government announced that there is one company from US will be invested in this area for $500 million. And there are a few companies will be coming in onward. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Yang Patwa, Doctor, for your insightful presentation. And right now we have Q&As, and we have received 2 questions here. And question number 1, Doctor, how much time and money as the applications savings, the organizations, and their community, and also the government?
As for now, I don't have any accurate or exact number for it, but when I'm talking about the investment in Kulim, we introduced what we call the E10 initiative, and using this GIS and all those technologies, we managed to actually information or data from one of the companies says that if we can reduce the timeline for the construction work by using this kind of technology, they managed to, in terms of ringgit Malaysia, they managed to save about $27 million ringgit Malaysia. If we use this kind of technology to reduce and to help them to construct their operation or their plant within their timeline, we managed to save this amount of money. But also in terms of time saving, as I said just now, before this, for one plant to be constructed, they need about 24 months to complete all the construction. But by using this kind of technology, we managed to reduce it to 10 months. So this is what we call the almost half of the time saving for this what we call the industrial development in Kulim. So I believe that if we can go further, if we can develop further, it's going to save a lot of time and a lot of money. Then definitely it will boost the economic activity, especially to what we call to help our country to recover from the pandemic and also the economic recession. That's all.
Okay, we have one more question to go. In your point of view, what should be the priority when setting up a centralized portal for GIS data?
Yeah, everything is important. But out of it, this is my belief. First, we have to change our mindset first. Because all of us must believe that this is the way forward. If we cannot change our mind, the system is not going to work. The machinery, all the tools is not going to work. Because we tend to go back to the old style of doing things. That's why we need to change people first and to prove to the organization and to the people and to the community and to the government that this is the what we call the way forward. Then we should invest on it. So that is my point of view.